Welcome. We are here a little bit early, as obviously you are, if you're here listening. We'll be starting in a little bit. I will say a little bit about our previous work before I do the introduction. We also would love you to make a donation if you would be able to do that. You can do that at the Red Earth Theatre website. We have a nice big donate button slap bang in the middle of the top of the page. Um, we would love to appreciate to get that from you guys. I do give a little stipend to the actors who work with us, who you're about to see. Um, and I want to encourage you to consider how else you can support the performing arts in our community and in your community, wherever you are. Um, we need the storytellers, and we are here doing our best to tell the stories wherever you are. Everybody, officially, to Red Earth Theatre's online play project. We've been doing this now for 5 weeks, 6 weeks. My name is Kate Hawkes. I'm the producing artistic director of Red Earth Theatre. We are based here in Sedona. We've been here since 2013. And we love where we live. We love our community. And we also recognize that our community spreads beyond Sedona, it spreads throughout the Verde Valley. And as we have discovered during this pandemic, all of us are connected. In the past, when we've done some of these, we have been lucky enough to work with actors in California, in Minnesota, in New York. We are all connected. So while we are here in Sedona, we are everywhere, as all the artists are. We are offering these readings both to support our local community and also to support artists everywhere, and to somehow bring something into the lives of people who have lost so much and are living in so much anxiety and fear. We want to remind you that the arts are here to support us, that when we tell the stories and come together, we realize we are not alone. So the online play project happens every Thursday. We do a live stream, which is then edited into a little video. We do have that YouTube channel. Go visit it. And I want to ask you to please subscribe. We would love to have a lot of subscribers because then it's easy for people to find. I want to thank our sponsors and supporters, particularly Sovereign Laboratories, who were signed on to as sponsors for the show we were going to be doing this month, Quilters. We've moved it to next year, but are generously considering to continuing to sponsor us so that we can do this series. And to Maureen Nealon, who gave us a very generous donation so that we could pay the actors a little something while we do this. We are paying the actors, the technicians, and our fabulous graphic designer through this. You can make donations, as I said, at Red Earth Theatre on the website. So this week, we are doing a play by me that I wrote. I wrote it a number of years ago for, I think, some competition that I don't think it got into, but I thought I would bring it back out, and I'm absolutely thrilled to have two great actors reading it. The play is called Measured by Time, and our actors who you will meet afterwards, will have a little conversation with them, are Michael Gallagher and Ashley Threlkeld. And this is really a play about, well, it's about two lonely people who somehow find each other. I now sort of disappear and I become the narrator, and we will be back to continue a conversation after the reading. So without further ado, I'm going to bring you Measured by Time. A rocker and a kitchen chair, a covered item and a big trunk. It is evening. We hear shuffling. Enter an old man, bent over and irritated, to the chair, pausing to look at the covered item in disgust. He sits, takes out a pack of cigarettes surreptitiously, hunts irritably for matches, shuffles to the trunk, considers opening it. He stands there, an unlit cigarette in his mouth. Enter a girl. She watches him, unnoticed.
Tastes better if you light it. Of course, lasts longer if you don't. What do you want, pleasure or longevity?
Short on one, long on the other. What do you think?
I'd go for pleasure if I were you.
She slumps into his rocker.
Uh, that is one of the pleasures.
What is?
That, there, where you're sitting.
Yeah? So what? You want me to move?
That'd be the idea.
Eva regards him, and then as indolently as possible, she moves herself to the other seat. Sam shuffles back to the rocker, slowly sitting as she watches.
How old are you?
How old are you?
I asked first.
And I asked second. So what?
Let's do rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first.
No, I don't like that game. I never did. Anyway, I know how old you are.
No, you don't. How do you know? I never told you.
All that matters is that you're older than some and younger than most. That's all I need to know.
You don't have any matches. She won't let you have any after you.
Yeah, it was an accident.
I don't think so. I saw you open it, that trunk, and
No. I was looking for something and I dropped it.
Is that a different one?
Oh, state the bleeding obvious. Of course it is. Look, that's got the stuff that I like in it.
You had two. Two trunks?
Full marks for being so quick. Yeah, I had two. One with the crap, one with the keeping stuff.
Keeping stuff? Like stuff that's special? Family stuff?
Special, not family particularly, no.
Can I see in?
Nope.
Gotta go.
Hey, how tall are you?
Don't know. Don't care. Why do you want to know? Can't you tell by looking? You know how old I am.
Age doesn't matter. It's height that matters. How tall are you exactly?
Don't know. Never been measured.
Well, you want to know?
Okay.
Okay, get that over there. Don't mess with it. Just take the cover off and bring it here.
Eva gets it. It is a measuring stick. She has no idea what it is. She is very dubious. He takes it from her. She steps back.
Now, come and stand here.
No way. What the hell is that?
What? What do you mean?
It looks bad.
What?
Those scary square eyes and all those lines, and it's one of those.
You're right. It is bad. How did you know that?
I had a bad time with one of those years ago. Not quite like that. Didn't have the pictures, but it was kind of like that. He tied me to it instead of a bed. Couldn't move. Said it was for my own good, but no one ever knew nothing about that anyway. What did it do to you?
Well, I wasn't tied to it, but it sure tied me down.
Same thing, isn't it?
No. It was held over me like a great big weight. It held me down even when everyone was telling me to get up and grow.
It doesn't look heavy. It's just wood.
It don't have to be heavy to stop you from getting on. Here, look at this.
He directs her attention to a series of lines with names on them.
And what do you see? Start at the bottom.
Sam, your name, right down here. Ian and Annabelle, Sally, and who are all these people?
Siblings,
What?
brothers and sisters.
Oh, them.
Yeah. Keep looking. Up higher. Up. Start at the top.
Ian, he's way up there. Annabelle, not far behind him. Tom's right behind Annabelle, and Sally next to her. Where are you? Wow, down here. Kind of fell behind, didn't you? But you're taller than that now. Why isn't your name up there too?
Just take it. Take it. I gotta have a. I gotta sit down.
Eva holding it and standing next to it.
Where do I fit? I bet I'd be as tall as Annabelle and maybe even.
See, that's it. Everyone wants to know where they fit on that thing. And then they want to know when you grow above it. Because when you do, then they stop measuring you. You've made something of yourself. And if you don't grow above it, well, then everyone knows that too.
So I'm about here now. So you're taller now. When did that happen?
It doesn't matter what I am now. It was then that counted. It was then you got on a football team and the girls would dance with you. Your dad would let you drive the car. It was then everyone talked about what Ian and Tom and Annabelle and even baby Sally was going to do when they grew up. And everyone knew it'd be good because they was big.
But not you.
You do state the bleeding obvious, don't you?
Eva leans the measuring stick against her trunk and wanders back to the other chair.
What did you do? Apart from burn things and smoke cigarettes.
I left them all. I went out on my own. When you can't be seen for anything but how tall you are, and when everywhere you look, they're taller, heavier, and meaner, then you leave.
You're pretty good at mean.
I had to be.
So are you the meanest now?
I wouldn't know. I never seen him again. Saw the world, tried getting married, but I gave up on that too.
And you think it was all that stick's fault?
Yeah, no doubt about it. If that thing hadn't have been there, hauled out every 6 months, us kids all stood up against it, our names written on it, and the prizes given out, it would have been different.
Prizes?
Yeah, extra food, some cash, the car, like I said.
That doesn't sound like much.
It was the meanness that was worse. Feeling second rate. The prize, the real prize was not getting into fights all the time, being laughed at, called names by your own family, let alone everybody else.
Bullied.
What?
Bullied, being bullied, that's what they call it now. So how come you didn't get on there after, when you were about 5'1"? You're taller than that.
Stop saying that. My name ain't up there at the top because when all the others, all younger than me, got to the top, Dad stopped measuring all of us. It didn't matter. I didn't get up on there. I wanted to, but he said there was no point. I'd never amount to anything anyway. There'd never been a runt in the Masters family. Maybe I wasn't even one at all. And so who'd want to remember me? Why put my name on anything?
Then why do you have it now, if you hate it so much?
Haven't you ever kept anything that made no sense to hang on to?
No, don't have anything I don't want to have.
Do you have anything?
Don't need anything, see? I don't have to drag big stuff around with me like that stick and a trunk. What I have in this backpack, it's all I need.
Yeah. Took me a while to figure that out. I got rid of a lot of crap, but I can't get rid of this.
So that's what was in the trunk you burned up? Crap?
Yeah, you could say that. You don't have.
Nope. Don't like them. Never have.
No.
Especially not after. Um, I gotta go. They close the shelter in a bit.
I was the only one they all said would never amount to nothing. The only one they said wasn't family. But when it came down, I was the only one left. Went back when I heard the last one had died. Drank himself to death, I guess. There was the house full of everyone's stuff. None of them ever left. All those big people stayed home. I sold it all. Paid off the debts and the messes that they had made, packed up 2 trunks of stuff, and that there stick, and I left again.
So you burned the crap in one trunk and kept the good stuff in this trunk. But why the stick?
I can't say. It kind of dared me to take it, like sometimes you have to grab onto the thing that hurts the most just to find out it ain't so bad after all, like when you got to eat Brussels sprouts, or you got to snuff out a candle with your bare fingers, or the first time you jump off the high board.
Eva goes to the measuring stick. She carefully lays it on the ground and lies on it, very stiffly, hardly breathing. He watches her quietly. She lies with her ankles close together and her arms straight at her sides. She takes a deep breath and then exhales long and slow. Suddenly, she sits up.
You're right. Not so bad as you remember. But then it's not a bed, is it? It's just a measuring stick.
You're right about that.
So, can I see in your trunk with the good stuff?
First, show me your stuff.
Eva dumping out her backpack.
Okay, this is what I got. Underwear, 2 shirts, another pair of jeans, socks and a skirt in case, a hairbrush, toothbrush. Sometimes there's a book, but not today.
She doesn't mention a little 6x4 photo album, nor does she try to hide it.
You're missing the bleeding obvious.
People. There used to be people and a house where I lived. It didn't work. And before those people and house, another lot of people and house, they're the ones had the cigarettes, and that didn't work either. Way back, there was a real family. Don't know all their names or how many, not like you do. You have their names on a stick and in your head. I have pictures of people that I don't remember. Like you do, right? Pictures of the family.
Sam is still searching for matches and chewing on his cigarette.
In the trunk, yes?
Take a look.
Eva crosses and carefully opens it.
I thought this was the one with the good stuff. There's nothing in here.
Yep.
But the pictures, your family?
I didn't say I had pictures. You said that. They was in the crap trunk. I burned them.
Burn them? You didn't want them?
Now that's another one of them obvious things. And I didn't need them. They was the weight.
But now you have nothing in your special trunk. It's empty.
Yeah, well, maybe I was a little bit hasty, but I was cleaning house, you might say. And And I had them matches.
Yeah, I know.
She starts to stuff her backpack.
I gotta go. I'm sorry you don't have anything in that trunk. Any good stuff, special things. These aren't much, I know, but I have them. And I try to remember just the good stuff.
You off to the shelter?
Yeah, I guess. I'm late. It'll be crowded.
You could stay here.
Here? Where? In the home?
No. In the trunk. Your own room, as it were. I can bring you a pillow.
What about that?
She gestures to the stick.
Well, it used to live in that trunk. I don't think I need it anymore. It was kind of my special thing, I guess. I burned up all the pictures, some letters, and even clothes. But this I could not get rid of.
Well, I'll stay in the trunk, but not with that.
Can we burn it?
No, just take it to the thrift store tomorrow. Scare some other kid with it.
She grins, climbing into the trunk.
Don't burn this, right?
Well, I wouldn't burn the keeping stuff, even if I did have matches.
This is okay for a bedroom. It's private. Best I've had in a long time. See you in the morning.
I'll take care of you. And you won't need no pictures to remember it.
Closing the lid.
Night, Sam.
Good night, Eva.
He is sitting in the rocker, hunting absently for matches as the lights go down.